Dear students, this is Abdurrahman, your biology teacher. Today we will be discussing based on the first class of yesterday. Okay. Last class we discussed on bacterial diseases. During this class, the discussion is based on virus, mainly viral diseases. You are familiar with virus, I think. Now the pandemic, corona pandemic is a viral disease. First of all, let us see how virus affect our body, how virus create disease. You learn bacterial disease. Bacteria normally create disease by producing toxin. Once it enter in our body, it produce toxin, and this toxin creates different type of disease. Toxin means poison. Viral disease or virus, once the virus enter in our body, virus control or attack or destroy the genetic mechanism of the cell. Genetic mechanism means the nucleus. Genetic mechanism is in the nucleus. The DNA and RNA of the cell is the genetic mechanism. That will be destroyed by virus, and the virus grow and multiply and it creates disease. This is the way how virus make disease in our body. Let us see some viral diseases. We have to study some viral diseases today. One of the viral disease is Nipah. Nipah was a disease previously, or 1 year back. There was Nipah in Kerala also. Okay. Nipah, let us see how Nipah is transmitted from one person to another and how it cause disease. There is a illustration. You can see the way how Nipah is spread, or Nipah is transmitted from one person to another. Here fruit eating bats as the Nipah virus vectors. I think all of you know what meant by vectors. Vectors means carriers. The carriers of Nipah is fruit eating bats, vavvalugal. Okay. Then it is spreading through the remains of fruits eaten by bats, and it reach the human being. Okay. It also reach through the urine and saliva and urine of bat also. It reaches human being, and it also reaches pigs also. Saliva, through the saliva and urine, also by fruits eaten by bats. The one who having this virus, Nipah virus, then the virus create disease. This is the mode of transmission of Nipah virus. It mainly, the vector is fruit eating bats. Then Nipah virus enter the human body through different means. This is the means through which they enter, through the fruit eaten by bats and also by urine and saliva of bats. These are the two ways. This is the things we have to learn about Nipah virus. Okay. Now next we have to learn about AIDS. AIDS is a disease. I think all of you are familiar with AIDS. There is no medicine for AIDS also. Let us see how it affect, how the AIDS is transmitting from one person to another. What are the symptoms of AIDS? is there any preventive measure or what is the or how the AIDS is controlled? Okay, first of all, AIDS is nothing but viral disease. What is the full form of AIDS? Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome is the full form of AIDS. Is the causative organism of AIDS. I told you before, whenever we learn about any disease, first point study is causative organism. Causative organism of AIDS is HIV. HIV is the virus that create AIDS, human immunodeficiency virus, HIV. Okay, this is the causative organism. Then how it multiplies, once it enter in our body, how it multiplies. Then as other virus, it enters in our body and multiplies using the genetic mechanism of the body. Okay, and the thing, this virus affects the lymphocytes. The virus HIV destroy the genetic mechanism of lymphocytes of our body. Lymphocytes, I think all of you know, it is a blood cell, white blood cell, mainly providing immunity. There are different type of white blood cells are there. Among that, lymphocytes are important because it provides immunity by creating antibodies against antigen. Antibodies is created to any disease by lymphocytes. HIV multiplies using the genetic mechanism of lymphocytes. So, number of lymphocytes reduces when a person get HIV. Okay. Then let us see what happens to the number of lymphocytes and AIDS. HIV destroy lymphocytes, hence the number of lymphocytes decreases considerably and loses the immunity. Okay, and this makes the body weak and the pathogen enter the body frequently. Okay, any type of pathogen, other pathogens also easily enters to AIDS patient because the immune system, the main immune system or immunity providing cells that are the lymphocytes are getting destroyed by HIV virus. Okay, this is one of the important point related with AIDS. Then how the condition become fatal. Once a person gets AIDS, we all know that there is no medicine for AIDS. There is no medicine for AIDS and there is no vaccine also. There is no vaccine affecting for AIDS. There is no vaccine, there is no medicine. Here how the condition become fatal. The AIDS patient, number of lymphocytes become low. So immunity will be very low. So what happens? Then it is subjected to any disease. The patient will be subjected to any kind of disease and there is no resistance power and the patient will become fatal. Different type of diseases will be getting to this HIV patient. Reason is lymphocytes, which are the one providing immunity, will be getting destroyed by HIV virus. Then the mode of transmission, what are the ways by which a person gets infected with AIDS. Let us see that. These are the main ways through which we get AIDS, through sexual contact with a HIV patient. Through the sexual contact with HIV patient, one of the way. Then from infected mother to fetus. അമ്മയിൽ നിന്ന് ഫീറ്റസിലേക്ക്, ഗർഭസ്ഥ ശിശുവിലേക്ക്. ഒന്നാമത്തത് സെക്ഷൽ ലൈംഗിക ബന്ധത്തിൽ ഏർപ്പെടുക അവരുമായിട്ട് HIV പേഷ്യൻ്റുമായിട്ട്. Then another means by sharing the syringe and needle contaminated with HIV components. Here a patient, HIV patient got injection, and the same needle if you are using, or same needle or any other surgical equipments are using to another patient without sterilization, without sterilizing, then there is possibility to get or transmit AIDS by sharing syringe and needle used for the patient. അതായത് ഒരു പേഷ്യൻറ്റിന് ഉപയോഗിച്ച സിറിഞ്ച്, HIV പേഷ്യൻറ്റിന് ഉപയോഗിച്ച സിറിഞ്ച് വേറൊരാൾക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കുക, സ്റ്റെറിലൈസ് ചെയ്യാതെ, അണുനശീകരണം നടത്താതെ ഉപയോഗിച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എയ്ഡ്സ് പകരും. Then receiving blood or organ from AIDS patient, receive ചെയ്യുക, organs receive ചെയ്യുക, blood receive ചെയ്യുക from AIDS patient without testing. HIV ടെസ്റ്റും ചെയ്യാതെ blood receive ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താവും? We get AIDS. These are the main ways through which AIDS is spread. AIDS is not spread through mosquito. AIDS will not be spread through air. No, not like corona. Corona is through contact and air, direct contact. HIV will not. Then let us see, AIDS does not spread. Which are the conditions which AIDS does not spread? By touching, shaking hands, coughing, sneezing, no, it will not spread. Then through bite of mosquito, housefly, etc., no, it will not spread. Then by sharing or by staying together or sharing food, no. By sitting together, no, it will not spread. By same toilet, by using same toilet, it will not spread. By bathing in same pond, it will not spread. These are the ways which AIDS does not spread. Okay, should be able to differentiate how AIDS is spread and how AIDS does not spread. Then let us see what should be our attitude towards AIDS patient. If AIDS is a disease and the patient getting AIDS not of his own, okay, by circumstance he may be getting AIDS. Okay, so our attitude towards AIDS patient, let us see what should be our attitude. Never hate AIDS patient. Never hate AIDS patient. Hate the disease only. Hate the disease, but you should not hate the patient. Let us be sympathetic towards them. Let us give love and sympathy to these guys. Okay, give love and care. Create awareness among the patients and their relatives. Create awareness among the public also. These are the things we have to do towards, or this should be our attitude towards AIDS. Then preventive measure. How we can prevent this AIDS? Avoid sexual contact with infected people. We don't know who is infected. If you know it, okay, the extramarital affairs should be stopped. I think all of you know what is the extramarital affairs. Then use precaution for sexual intercourse, especially with strangers. Better to avoid sexual contact with strangers. That is what extramarital affairs should not be entertained. Then to an extent we can avoid AIDS. Then avoid receiving blood from infected people. Should not receive blood from infected one. If you are receiving in blood, it should be tested for HIV. HIV tested blood only we should receive if in any circumstance. Okay. Then use of sterilized equipment. Always use sterilized equipments for mainly for surgical equipments like syringe, needle, scissor, etc. should be sterilized in the hospital. 100% we should make that it is sterilized. Okay. Then avoid use of common blades at barber shop. When you go for barber shop, always see that the blade which you are using for shaving is fresh, new one. Always use sterilized needle, syringe and surgical equipments. These are the ways by which we can avoid AIDS, the preventive measures. Then World's AIDS Day, December 1st is the World's AIDS Day. Okay, December 1st. Then you can see this symbol, red ribbon, this is related with AIDS, international symbol for AIDS. And there may be question in the exam, the symbol if you see, it is symbol for the international symbol for AIDS, the red ribbon. Okay. Red ribbon symbol is used across the world to show positive attitude towards AIDS patient. This is to show always we should be positive to AIDS patient. We should give love, care and sympathy. Okay. Another disease to discuss is hepatitis. Hepatitis is a liver disease. It is also caused by virus. See the symptom of hepatitis. Inflammation of the liver is the major symptom. Inflammation, liver okay. The flow of bile secreted by liver is blocked. The bile is, by the main production of liver is bile, it is a digestive juice. This will be blocked by hepatitis. Then there will be an increase in the level of bile pigment called bilirubin in blood. This gives a dark yellow color to the mucous membrane, the nails and the white portion of the eye. Okay, yellowish color. Urine also will be yellowish. This yellow color is one of the symptom, yellowishness in the white part of the eye, nail, etc. This is due to the bilirubin. Bilirubin is the bile pigment and it will be in the blood in case of hepatitis patients. അപ്പോൾ സാധാരണ മഞ്ഞപ്പിത്തത്തിൽ കാണുന്ന ലക്ഷണമാണ് അതൊക്കെ. ഹെപ്പറ്റൈറ്റിസ് മഞ്ഞപ്പിത്തവും ഹെപ്പറ്റൈറ്റിസ് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആണ്. മഞ്ഞപ്പിത്തം ലിവറിനെയാണ് ബാധിക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, ദിസ് ഈസ് ദ സിംപ്റ്റം ഓഫ് hepatitis. Then how hepatitis is transmitted? Get transmitted through contaminated food and water. It is mainly through food and water. Contaminated മലിനമായ വെള്ളത്തിലൂടെയും ഭക്ഷണത്തിലൂടെയാണ് പകരുക. Then also through the excreta of the patient. ഇപ്പോൾ ഓപ്പൺ പ്ലേസിൽ if the patient is the patient's excreta is in open place. Okay, normally there is possibility to spread from excreta. Excreta means stools of a patient. Okay, if you should not entertain excreting in open place. Then another way the certain hepatitis are transmitted in the same way is transmitted of HIV, as of HIV also, or the mode of transmission of HIV we came to know. Same way also this can be transmitted. Okay, these are the things to study. Then one more point to discuss is prevent the transmission of dengue fever and chikungunya. Okay, chikungunya, dengue fever also are viral disease. How we can avoid dengue fever and chikungunya? This through mosquito. Mosquito is the carrier of chikungunya and dengue fever. Then we should avoid, or we should try to reduce the number of mosquito by using different ways. That is one, mosquito repellents that we can keep away the mosquito. Then avoid all situations of water being stagnant. കെട്ടിക്കിടക്കുന്ന വെള്ളം ഒഴിവാക്കുക. Fix nets on the doors and windows. ജനലിലൊക്കെ നെറ്റ് അടിക്കുക. Then the water pots. Okay, ensure that there is no water remains in flower pots. Flower potsലൊക്കെ വെള്ളം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് റിമൂവ് ചെയ്ത് കളയുക. Observe dry day every week. Dry day means clean the surrounding and keep the area neat and clean. There should not be stagnant. Mainly mosquito is breeding in stagnant water. That will be that by removing that we can avoid mosquito breeding to an extent. Now today we discussed on viral disease. First one Nipah, then AIDS, then hepatitis. Okay, these are the three things. Then dengue fever, chikungunya, etc. also is a virus disease. To points to avoid the vectors. Mosquito is a vector. We can control many diseases by controlling the vectors. Mosquito is a vector. By controlling the vector, by stopping or reducing the number of mosquito, we can avoid many diseases which are spreading through mosquito. Go through the video once again in the vectors and watch this also, and I will send you the notes along with it. You can go through it. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can call me or WhatsApp me. Okay. Thank you for listening. Take care.